Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Bengals have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Vikings, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. To the left side here for Eifert. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry for Henry. Bowls him over, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now receiver in motion left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to lay one up. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So second and goal here from the 9. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And now here's a carry heading left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun. Here we go now.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here we go now. No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Simmons. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Watch right, we got right. Now let's go. Green, over. Leopard. He's checking out.
They'll set up to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gone.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down following the run.
Man left. All right, here we go.
Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Here we go now. Watch it now.
Now Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Frank's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half? At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch it now, Barney. Green.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The slot man in motion right. Henry running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Set. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch the run. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up a throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Gun. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Hey, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Single. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Davis in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gun. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Here we go. What? Ohio. Ohio.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Derrick Henry, and he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney, hurry up. Here we go. Blue, line it. Detroit.
They'll run it again with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now running right through him. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Watch tight end. Hey, all right, here we go.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now a first down following that long gain. Defense showing blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Garoppolo to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dewan Smoot able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And back at the beginning of the year.